If I can't keep my head held high enough, I'll just speak love and watch the smiles come, bring my spirits up. There's some shit I like to fix, but I still know that I'm blessed.
Back to purging, spring cleaning, pre-move of the pots and pans. It's dark in there, but it goes all the way back and it's 2 shelves. So let's see what I can find that I don't need in here. All right, I found some weird odds and ends and a bunch of stuff I didn't know was in there, so I was happy to find those things. Getting rid of this, a couple little of these size pans, another one of those, sorry. Strainer thing, a bigger pot, that pan, and then this casserole dish. And I'll check with my son first. He cooks a lot from scratch, so he might need some of these, and if not, they'll go in the selling/donation pile. And my henna's pretty faded out. Just remnants of it left. All right, moving on to my next project. I never use that. I'm getting rid of it. These I'm keeping because it's so classic. It reminds me of my home. I know I've got 2 of these, but they're expensive. So, oh, I've got 3 of them now. I'm keeping them all because they break and they're expensive. Oh, these are awesome. These Pampered Chef scrapers. One of my favorite tools in the kitchen for sure. This also, I don't think I've ever used it once. Here's a little novelty cake. I might keep that. These bundt cakes. Oops, upside down. Best in town. She does this out of her home. All right, so let me just get it straightened at this point. Oh, this is another good Pampered Chef to get the little silks out of your corn on the cob, which we hardly eat anymore, but still. There's the after, and I was able to give some of those other pots and pans and stuff to my kid, and the rest I'll donate. All right, I want to whip through this drawer real quick because my kid's here. And I'm getting rid of all these big oven baking bags. They're really good if you do meat. Great for turkey. We just don't eat that way anymore. And I found this one collapsible chopstick. Maybe there's another use for it. All right. I guess what I'll do is just stack spatulas, all like items, and see what I want to keep. So let me start there. Sorry, commercials again. So like this I don't need. I've got another one. I've got way too many spatulas. I got too many these. So I'm going to do it different. I'm just going to put stuff I don't want in this. Start it that way. How about this? This one's garbage. Just include it. Use 2 spatulas most of the time. I mean, I only use 2 spatulas most of the time. I prefer these tongs to the metal. I'll probably never use that again. I don't need 2 of these. Oh, of course, I keep all of them. This is my mom's to keep. I like this little spatula here. Keep those. Sharpener. The sale giveaway pile's growing. Luckily, my son is able to utilize quite a bit of it. I found 3 more things I'm getting rid of. Actually, not this wooden spoon. Actually, I should keep them both. Take it back. I'm going to keep those. So yeah, that drawer's way better. Helped my son out and purged some other stuff. And these are things that we do use. And the rest of it we didn't, so no point in keeping it. Moving on. Alrighty, I got a bunch of stuff drying, different projects. So let's go on to this. I love this thing, but it needs to be cleaned. So as usual, I'm gonna start. I know it's wood, but the thieves is fine on wood. So I'm gonna start by spraying it down with the thieves just to get all the dirt off. So that's the first thing I'm gonna do. All right, so I did that preliminary wash with the thieves, and I mismatched socks, old raggedy shirts. I save them all for rags. Sometimes I'll clean them again. Sometimes I'll toss them if they're icky. So I'm just gonna go and basically dry this with this so that I can apply Brasso on the metal parts. And then I'm gonna do some Old English to protect the wood on the wood parts. So like I said, I'm doing it one-handed, so let me just get this all dried off now. Looks better already, but it's still wet. Now the Old English, I'm just gonna use this small rag. Get some Old English on it, one-handed. I'm just gonna go over all the wood with this. It's hard to do one-handed, so kind of showing I'm gonna go over all the wood, so let me do that now. Now the wood part looks great. It's so much happier now. And with the little, I'll just throw this little rag away that I used. So yeah, the wood looks good. So now let's go on to the Brasso for the metal parts. All right, Brasso, shake well, apply it to the cloth. So I'm gonna apply that to the cloth. And then you're gonna apply it to all the metal parts. So what I usually do, because it kind of glob, is you just kind of dab it on the parts that are gonna have metal, including the hooks. And then you can just use the residual to get to the edges. So I can't do it one-handed. I'm gonna get these scrubbed now. You can already see how good it looks. The one that I've partially done versus not done. It smells potent. All right, it's done. It looks great. I love before and afters. So yeah, those are good cleaning things. And you can smell the dirt like coming off too, so that's clean. Yay! All right, I'm gonna tackle this bottom shelf here. It's got lids and odds and ends and cutting boards and stuff. I'm not gonna do anything with the Tupperware because it could also be used for storing things when we move. And then that monstrosity, which is like games and random, like if the power is out, like flashlights, battery operated radio, and so on, but candles that run off batteries. I'll do that another day. So let's do this right now. Get everything out of there. All right, it's too much stuff to take it all out. I still have to get this much more stuff out, but check it out. Things like this, like pieces, oops, part of it fell and hit the dog. All these pieces to like juicers and stuff that were my son's. I'll put them out and see if he needs them for anything, and otherwise I'm gonna donate them. I don't need 2 rice cookers. I'll keep the bigger one. And I'll continue down this stack here. I'm very upset. I was going too fast and I knocked this over and I broke it. I'm not gonna cry. I could. So yeah, Bobby used, like, he's ready to make fresh squeezed juice right now. It wasn't super expensive, but it makes me so mad when I destroy my own stuff. So there. That's not good. In the meantime, I'm making lunch at the same time. That's probably why this happened. I'm always doing too many things at once. All right, so I just got one of these from my dad's the other day. It's smaller, but mine is crappy, so it won't stay shut. I'm just gonna get rid of it. Then I have all these random lids that I saved. I'm gonna get rid of the lids and more of apparatuses that were my son's. So let me clear that out so I have more space. All right, so I got rid of those lids except for a couple of these specialized ones. And then these are just like dispensers. I'm keeping those. I'm getting rid of some of these lids. Like this one, I'm just getting rid of. You can't even grab onto it. These 2 lids, I'll see if my son wants them or donates. I'm gonna throw away this grease screen because I have other grease screens. Continuing on. All right, I'm down to just that many lids. 1 rice cooker. The dispenser things behind, and then the cutting boards in the tray, so much better. Here's a little hack too. So this is the hook to hang this random thing that you can put a light in it. Long story about what this is probably going to be used for, but you just take like a bread tie or a twist tie. You just attach the hook to the item. That way you don't have to dig in your toolbox. You make sure you have the right thing that worked from where I removed this from a different spot. So anywho, I'm doing this with one hand. Get pretty good at stuff with one hand. You just twist tie it, and now you'll have the hook that you need. Ta-da! He fixed it, he glued it, and he made juice in it. So it works for now. I'm not as sad as I was. We don't throw stuff away, we try to fix it first. Alright, so I wanted to get organized, and I thought, we don't need to keep the sunscreen on top of the fridge. Let me move that. And then I peek through, and through here you can see just the edge of this thing that you heat up in the microwave for sore muscles. Tried to pull that, it's totally attached. And then I see that he's also tucked a bunch of heaving Bobby. The ice packs here, which we usually keep in the freezer. I'm not allowed to get on ladders, so when he gets home tonight, we're going to tackle this beast. And the cupboard above. We'll see how this goes. I'm also gonna have him help me with the monstrosity up here. We're probably gonna get rid of that other Foreman grill. Just organize all these are like power outage things and like board games and random stuff and more things that he brings his lunches in, and so yeah. Alright, everything else is down. I moved the Foreman grill over because I put insulated bags in the cupboard behind where there was another small ice chest already. Got all these cups to contend with. All these sunscreens. Not cups, but thermoses, insulated things, whatever. Need to finish cleaning this piece that they'll all sit into, so... Part of what I'm going to do is I cleared out some of this cup space so I can put some of the larger ones there, hopefully. And the salad spinner I had already moved from below, and it's going to go back here. And then I still have to finish this shelf with the spices and everything, and the shelf below, which is just odds and ends. So it takes a while, but we're making it through. The pile continues to grow. I've thrown away a pile bigger than that. I've given a pile about that size to my son, and these are be things to donate and sell. So making progress. You can see it's better already. I've found relocation spots, and then this is all clean. Now this is a really handy thing actually that we just put on top there, and then it helps all these stay standing up. I got this at Aldi's years ago, inexpensive, so I'm gonna put that back up top now. Much better. Just those, that, and then that isn't even full anymore. Those are the ones that I use most often, so better. That's the only thing added with a pile, and the rest went under, and then the sunscreen's going back in another cabinet with more like bathroom items or boating items, really.
If I can't keep my head held high enough, I'll just be love and watch the smiles come.
Thanks for watching.
Bring my spirits up.
Don't forget to stop and smell the flowers.
There's some shit I like to fix, but I still know that I'm blessed.